Live chat. Look at that. Live in chat. And live in chat. And hello, Paul. And the turned in nose. And Tim is here. And the what's it so. And the hey ha. And the with the blue. Bow. That's my song. That's a song, all right. What's going on, you guys? There's a bunch of you here, and only one of you thinks that you're going to like the show. Why are you here? If you don't think this is going to be fun. And Michelle's here on time. What? Steve's here. Oh, what's going on, peeps? Earn it. Oh, I don't know. Earn it, he says. Well, that remains to be seen, I suppose. Can I like the show twice? You can, but it just unlikes the show if you like it twice. So maybe don't. Because then it's like you changed your mind. You hit it again. You're like, no, never mind. Don't. I just wanted to wait for you to show up. Do you want me to? I'll come a little bit late. We'll cancel it off and then. Oh. Fashionably prompt. Yeah, you and me both, Michelle. We're both on time. Look at that. Go team. High five. I'm going to make something to eat. I have bad news about guitar, but not terrible bad news. Won't be as late as my parcel. It's in the mail. I don't know if I need to send you like a shipping dealie, like if I need to actually like finalize the thing to say that it's sent or whatever. But it is. It's on a boat probably by now. Maybe. Airplane, more likely airplane. Chris Pinnell's here. Hit the like button because I'm contractually obligated. You're not, though. The only person, no, nobody's contractually obligated. I'm not even contractually obligated to be here. There's no contracts in this. Been notarized shit and whatnot. How'd the shipping end up? It was okay. It was under by a bit. I don't remember exactly what it was. Significantly cheaper to send to Australia than to send to Texas in the US. So I was correct about my estimates in terms of, but I was just a little. So we'll see. I don't know if somebody bought like 3 or 4 bowls and a pan or something. But yeah. I sent a pen to Texas, and it cost more to send a pen to Texas than it did to send your box to Australia. How do I get contractually obligated? Well, we need to make a contract, and we both need to sign it. And then you'll be contractually obligated to whatever. You send me some meatloaf or whatever. I don't know. Now that the tariff stuff is over, maybe the price will go down. It wasn't tariffed. I don't think. It was dutified. It was duty and fees that did it. So unless they got to remove the de minimis restriction or whatever the shit it was, and then the price will go down. You ordered 2 pens, yeah, but I only called it 1 so that we could get away with cheaper. We're only insured for 1 of those pens, Paul. Good evening, good morning. One of my favorite Canadians. Hey, that's me. Probably. One pair. Yeah, well, no, actually, it's true. I did call it. I You ordered a pen. You ordered 2 pens, and I said you ordered 2 pens for 70 whatever dollars, and I said that it was 2 pens for $50, which was the price of the 1 pen or whatever. Did you hear that ice? It was 2 pens, and he said one. No, I said it was two. I just said that they were cheaper than they actually were. I did say they were 2 handmade pens for $50. Or 20. I said they were 22 handmade pens at $25 each, and they were more than that. But we're insured for $50. Anyway, Paul got the 2 best pens on the website. And he helped me find out that I was correct on my approximation of flat rate shipping. Unless somebody buys a bigger or more expensive thing. Unless there's another Canadian YouTuber in here. Well, there's Chris Pennell. He's big time Canadian YouTuber. No. There's more people in Canada that it's true. I am not the only Canadian. $50 American or $50 Canadian. I don't know, dude. I just put the numbers in. Shut up. That's what. I'm going to start cooking. I'm going to fry up some onions. You guys actually want to come over? Do I need to go over there, bring you over there to watch me cut and put onions in the thing? I guess. Let me sing. Sucked to be you if you were the only Canadian in Canada. I would not call it that. If I was the only one, it wouldn't be called Canada. It would be called Micastan. I would call it Jerry. Matthias is Canadian. Yeah, but he's not here. He's too busy being boring as shit somewhere. Oh! Oh, well, that didn't really go as planned. Relatively old onion sitting here. But we'll just take off the outside couple of layers. Ow! Back it up. That side's got a bunch of... That's not an awesome looking piece there. Get rid of a bunch of that. That'll work. Take the outside layer of that one off too. Yeah. Oh, so what is going on this week, my friends? I don't know how I want to cut these up tonight. I'll just do it. So onions, I'm making a sandwich in case you're wondering. We're doing the whatever random meats and cheeses and stuff is in the fridge sandwich night again. Fior. Salt. Pepper. A little garlic. And give her a stir. Oh, eyes are peeing again. Well, I know. Put it in the fridge with an egg or whatever the shit whoever keeps telling me. So one of you is gonna say it. Oh, there's something about to put a boiled egg in a glass of water in the fridge with it, or get those cooking up. They'll start to come apart as they start to cook. Yeah. This show got emotional all of a sudden. Maybe Mike has icing scimitars available for sale. Not currently, but I could make a batch if people want to buy them. Mexican Coke is not back on the menu because every time I go to buy it, they don't have any. So I'm rocking the Coke Zero. I'm tired. I've been working like crazy. It's good though. Being busy is good, and making money is good. Made over $700 after self-employment taxes. Good money, but I'm tired. Or fussing over other people's stupid accounting mistakes. You should fire. I made an accounting mistake. You should go after the government to give me my YouTube money. I need a U.S. accountant, I think, to go get my tax money from the. You place a spoon in your mouth and balance an egg on your head. I think that's also. Australian tax is done differently to over there. We have a percentage taken out before we receive pay, then we have to submit deductions and all that. Yep, that's what we do too. They take approximately what they think they're supposed to before we even get our money. And then at the end of the year, we tell them how much they were supposed to have taken. And then we get it back if they took too much. Or whatever. Ooh. That might be too hot. Now they're breaking up. I refuse to deal with the IRS. Well, then I can't, I guess, get you to get my money back. My wifey is a U.S. accountant. No, she isn't. She doesn't. Oh, until she retired. Yeah. Oh. Peckerwood's here with his green name and his teal star. Gretchen's got green name and orange, yellowy orange star. That's a better star, I think. Doesn't that mean you've been longer? You hopped on right at the beginning almost, I think. Working as a contractor, not an employee, so I have to pay twice the employment tax. Well, obviously, because if you work for yourself, then you have to pay double. Because obviously, guys need aircraft carriers and shit. I don't get a star, I'm too broke. Well, you still have value. Because eventually I'm going to get some delicious baked goods out of you, I think. You've been longer, that didn't sound proper English. Your face doesn't sound proper English. DJ Better Just Having Fun. Hello! It feels like your name got longer. It's because YouTube and they're changing their systems and stuff. Gretchen didn't used to be Gretchen needs a dog. She always needed a dog, but she didn't used to have to say it. Me and Fearsome and someone else have been here since the beginning. You and Fearsome and John, I think. And Paul was like day 2, but then he only lasted like 3 days. And he was like, forget this. Harsh, I mean, it's the only face I have. It's true, but it's not your faces. What? Can't delete chats anymore. You should be able to. You still got your fancy wrench. But don't, though, because everybody's being nice. Can't ship food over the border. Cook, well, not with that attitude. You didn't even try. You just, you can't. Like, I mean, you gotta try. You just, you're one of those people that just doesn't even, you just convinces yourself you can't do something. Like, you can you set your mind to it. Fancy wrench turned into a shield now. Yeah, he sent me a screenshot from last week. He's like, see? I'm like, on my end, it's still a wrench. I would love to learn how to mess with wood like you do. Again, you can. It's just, you just get a big piece and then you cut it into smaller pieces and then glue it back together into different shapes. And the more you do that, the better you get at it. Stop being so, everybody just, people think things are harder than they are. And I guess a lot of things are, to be good at them, you're supposed to suck at them first. And people just want to be good at stuff immediately instead of just like playing and discovering and becoming better over time. Stop being so I can't and start being so I can. And I'm going to try and I'm going to get better the next time. Start with cheap wood. Cut it into smaller pieces and then glue it and screw it and stuff back into a bigger thing. And then they'll be like, okay, so next time I'm going to do it better. People come into the crow's nest all the time and they're like, I'm here with the artist. Like I'm not the artist. She's the artist or he's the artist or whatever. And I say the same thing to them. Well, not with that attitude, you're not. Just like you just haven't found your thing yet or like fought through the I suck at this part. Like you're not supposed to be good at stuff immediately, my friend. It's not That's not the point. The point isn't to be good at it. The point is to enjoy what it is that you're doing. And the more you enjoy it, the better you're going to get at it because the more you're going to do it. I see wrenches. Well, wrenches in that case doesn't have an apostrophe, but most people are afraid of failure. Failure means you learned how not to do it. Yeah. And failure is just you're only a failure when you quit. When you quit trying, that's when you've become a failure. Once you start making real Telecasters, you will enjoy it and do nothing else. Well, I don't think I'll ever make real Telecasters because I never plan on being employed by the Fender guitar company. They're the only ones who make real Telecasters. Burn by definition. Burned by science. Nobody else is allowed to make real Telecasters, right? Because name. Someone got finicky. Yeah, that was me. I had an idiot in the telly forum told me this week I wasn't a real luthier because I used a lot of pine and cedar. Well, you tell him that I'm not a real luthier because I didn't go to Roberto Van or whatever fucking guitar like luthiery school. That guy sucks. I'm currently sucking at being a Scottish wood turning YouTuber. Not sure how to fix that. Just keep doing it. I'm hoping to eventually not suck at being a Canadian YouTuber. We'll see. You're supposed to suck before you get good at stuff. And keep in mind, just because nobody's watching it doesn't mean that it sucks. Because it's hard to get people to watch. Because it's hard to get people to even know that it's happening. Because YouTube and algorithms and you know what you should do? You should start doing shorts and do them vertically, and then all kinds of shit people will watch those. If that's what you want. Considering Fender used poplar all through the CBS era, I'm not going to complain at all about the use of pine or cedar. Besides, cedar is a common top plate for classical guitars. My 12-string is a cedar top guitar. Sounds awesome. That's what I'm doing. Oh, you're doing vertical shorts? And they still not even the shit people are watching? Like just being dicks? You let me know when you do horizontals. I'll watch. I actively stay away from vertical video. It's a thing. I try to. As soon as I catch myself watching vertical videos, I get mad. I get mad at myself. And I stop immediately. But everybody can like what they like. It's fine. I cook traditional Scottish meals, deep fried Mars bars. Is that a Scottish? I thought that was a Canadian. Haggis. That's all I've got. They do pan fried peat moss, I believe, in Scotland. It's delicious. Can a mod put Michael's page link up? You should just be able to click on his name. But then it'll take you away from this amazingness. You don't want that. Because you'll miss all of the fun here. You'll get stuck watching vertical shorts. How come one side of your beard is visibly longer? Oh, because I'm trying to grow this side longer than this side. Because shut up. That's why. It's probably just this side is like. There. Are you bet? Is it bet? Are you okay? I was like resting on it weird or some shit. Like just yeah. Because I don't care enough about how I look. That's why. If you want exclusive content, don't forget, everybody, patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. You get exclusives, or as a channel member, you get like sometimes I play music and stuff. I don't give it to the general public because they don't want it. So if you want it, you gotta pay. Oh. Also trying to search. Tried Michael Wilson 68. Yeah, that's probably not going to get you there because that's his actual like person name or whatever. How come your eyes are so sparkly? That's just that's all the joy that's being contained and exuding out through my eye holes. It's can I pay to not get it? You can pay more. Yeah, if you pay more, I will not. I'll block you from seeing it. How's that? I don't know if I can actually. I actually, now that I said that out loud, I'm not actually sure if I can do that. We could try. How about this? We'll try. You give me more money, and I will do my best to not allow you to see the music ones. How come your attitude is so cheerful? Because I refuse. First of all, it's all just make believe. Like I refuse to allow the world to win in terms of what it trying to make me sad and bitter and angry. I am actively fighting against that. Ugh. And sometimes I succeed. You guys help. This is part of what helps, is doing this with you guys. Except Pinnell. Who, for whatever reason, refuses to send me a pineapple drink that he told me he was going to send me. He even sent a photo of the cooler that he was purchasing it from. And now I still don't have it. Beards are wonderful. They're fantastic. I'm picking on Paul the Wrench about the beard critique. Yeah, fuck that guy. So you're bitter. Well, my what is bitter? If you're gonna, if we're gonna do it, I mean, use the right. My what is bitter? I had a nice beard up until about 2 months ago, but it got chopped off. Well, yeah, because you're a sucker and you told the doctors they were allowed to. Oh, your face is bitter. Nice. I like it. But the pineapple drink, you're bitter. No, I did get it, but because you're using the wrong your, I'm choosing to not get it. Paul the Wrench is feeling cantankerous. He's feeling all the tankerous. He, what? Michelle, you're full of happiness today. See, Turton always uses the right your. I'm getting there. Getting there. Nice, slow, even cook on the onions. And we'll just throw a bunch of meats and cheeses and stuff in it. I don't even know what I have in terms of meats and cheeses. There's some kind of deli meat style meat in there, just like sandwich luncheon meat type things. Pretty sure. I got some everything bagels. Uh, got some shredded cheddar mix, like the 4 cheddar blend or whatever shredded stuff. Pretty sure. Black or burnt onions yet? Nope, they're just starting to crispy or sort of like brown around the edges. It's good. Found and subscribed. Board handcrafted woodwork. Okay. Oh, am I the only one who finds it weird that you have stovetop and meats and cheeses and seasonings in your shop? I don't know if you're the only one that finds it weird. There's story involved. I found myself not eating, and I'm still not great at remembering that I'm hungry and to remedy that. So I gave myself a station to make it easier to make food and eat it instead of like getting stupid hungry and then just like because I'm too hungry to make something to eat, I go to the stupid drive-through and I get like a gross burger, or I just get a terrible pizza or whatever. I'm still not awesome at it, but I'm better at it than I was since I did this. Just having the nutritionalization station in the corner, um, I use every time I use it, it keeps me from doing that because my kitchen is all the way up over there in the house. And I just, instead of going through the house and up the stairs and into the, I can just like, here we go, boom. I make something real quick, make a sandwich or whatever, and get back to work or hang out with my friends on the internet. You'll forget to eat trick. Yeah. As an ex-professional chef, I was in food and bev for a long time. I was like a server, I was in the front for a long time, and it was like, oh, good, more cold fries. Like, you want to know what sucks? Lots of things suck. Thanks to the big C, I can't eat much. Now to treat something, doctor prescribes something that makes me eat less. Well, sure. But you can have one of those delicious deviled egg Wagyu burgers and be full. And I would have to have like a dozen of those things. There are no other people in the house to feed you. Well, I mean, sure, but it's like, it shouldn't be up to them. I'm not gonna, it's your responsibility to feed me. Like, we're not in the 1960s. Cooking it, tasting it, smelling it all day kind of makes you not want to eat, right? That too. But I just like, I work through being hungry. Like, I'll realize that I'm hungry and I'll be like, oh, I should eat. And then I'll keep working and then I'm not hungry anymore. Like, and the hunger will go away and then I'll forget that I was hungry. I'm going to turn these up just a titch. Because I want to eat faster than that. Then you stop doing that thing and then you get so hungry. That's the problem, is like you get hungry, you keep working, you forget that you were hungry. And then by the time you get hungry again, now you're like double hungry. And now you need food like right now. And so you don't cook something, you just go get something. And it's bad for you and it's gross. It's our job to make sure you eat. Maybe. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, this show, when I get off work and I have the energy to make food, this is one of the ways that I force myself to like eat good. Like, sometimes I'll come home with a pizza and it's like, it defeats the, not really. Is Paul C one of the ones where he's going to be around a while? Yeah. He already beat one. And then he got another one checked, and that's why they had to shave his face, and it was a knot. So those three little planes are so cute. Yeah, right? these little guys. I still haven't used them, but they're adorable, and I'm looking forward to using them at some point. For some reason. I could go for a gross burger with onions, bacon, and cheese. I mean, yeah, like once in a while, but not like forgot to eat, forgot to eat, forgot to eat. Damn, I need to eat. Gross burger. Forgot to eat, forgot to eat, forgot to eat. Damn, I need to eat. Gross burger. Like that's not. Back and forth between gross burger and pizza. Like once in a while as a treat. You know? How do you go with hydration if you're doing that with food? Well, there's a lot of water in coffee. So yeah, I'm not great at hydration either. There's water in Coke Zero. I go through phases of being okay at watering. A couple weeks ago, I went through a good phase where I would keep my water jug relatively full and I would drink a couple of them a day. But then again, I'll just like forget that that's a thing that I want to be doing. And then a couple weeks later, I'll be like, oh, right, I got a water bottle. I should keep that handy. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of extra heat. Okay, now we're getting close. Now we're getting close and we can find some meats and cheeses. Do you know skim milk is more hydrating than water? I don't think by definition anything can be more hydrating than water. It's like, I think by definition, hydration is water intake. Is it not? I've been wrong at least a couple of times in my life. So I could be on this one too, but it was proven in a study last year. I don't know. Sounds like you may have misread the synopsis. Oh, can smell them. They're getting a little, yeah, perfect. Just right before it burns, you get to it. Okay, we're good. Come on. Let's see what we got going on here. That's like perfect. Just right at the edge of, yeah. Okay, let's go. Those guys in here to keep them warm. Yeah. Okay. We'll toast up couple of bagels. Two sandwiches tonight, I think. Oh, there's something on that burner. Then let's see what we got in terms of meats and cheeses and stuff. We got Cajun chicken. Got the triple cheddar. We got some Genoa salami that's open. I should probably eat that. That's probably good. That's probably good. We'll go with Cajun chicken, hot Genoa salami, and triple cheddar on an everything bagel with fried onions. That'll be good. Get a plate. More oil. So, I don't know, about that much. Let's just make it. Bunch of this. Bunch of this. This is going to be a pretty good sandwich, I think. Cajun chicken, Genoa salami, fried onions, mixed cheddar. I toasted everything bagel. Yeah. Bagel's back. We'll go yellow mustard. And we'll go chipotle mayo. That. And then yeah. This is gonna be a mess. How you doing? All the bits that fell out, they can go first. Mm. This is going to be a mess. Can't wait for Mike B to roll in, like just in time for me to be eating this sloppy mess. Drink more water. I'd try. Hawaii wondering how they got dragged in. What are we talking about? Every coffee kicks 2 waters out of your system? Shh. Stop it. There's a lot of water in coffee. All right. This is gonna... How do we even... Like a whole bunch of it squidged out the side of the sandwich, but... Yep. All it needs is a runny egg on top. That would be good. I could have done that. I do have eggs. It's unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Pretty good. And I was very hungry, so this is gonna... Clearly Canadians should drink Clearly Canadian. I have drank a number of Clearly Canadians in my time. Do they still make that? I think the last time I had a Clearly Canadian was probably like in the 90s. Is that what eggs Benedict Cumberbatches are? That's, if I put an egg on this, I believe if I ate it while I was wearing like a piece of fabric around here, that would be performing an egg Benedict Cumberbatch. I saw Clearly Canadian a couple of years ago, but it was a different recipe, I think. I think everything's a different recipe. Even everything's a different recipe. They just, because capitalism, they just have to try and find ways to make everything cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. To make more and more and more of your money from you. Oh, that's a pretty good sandwich, you guys. It's a little messy. Maybe could have done with a few less drizzles of the Fior. you're eating now, but I'm keen to hear you talk about the whiteboard and what you're excited about working on. We can go over to the whiteboard after if you want. This week it got screwed right up, but the whiteboard is back in action. This week got messed up by a couple of other projects and some of the flooring situation upstairs that needed a bunch of running around to get baseboards and I want to show off a couple of pieces of wood that I got, because obviously more than anything I needed was a couple more pieces of wood. But did your wife get the flooring done? Your face is a little messy. Yeah, nice. It's on its way. It's getting there. Bedroom is done. Hallway out to just about the living room is done. But the bedroom has to get all the way done so that the bedroom stuff can move out of the living room back into the bedroom. And then the living room stuff can go live in the bedroom while the living room is getting done. I'd say there's another week worth. I mean, we both work. I'm going to take a sandwich break. I'm going to show you a couple pieces of wood. The bad news about the guitar is that I went to go put the frets in the guitar, and I recut the fret slots, and I did the almost final radius sanding, and I got ready to start pressing frets in, and I realized that I had not put the damn fret marking dots in the guitar neck yet. So, without the dots on the fret, you know what I mean. Without my fret dots, I'm not going to put my frets in when I got to put fret dots in and then resand. So, okay, I'll go inside, I'll find my bag of fret dots. I got a bunch of abalone fret dots. I know I do. No, I don't. So now now I order new abalone fret dots. When I was all geared up to get putting my frets in, now I'm stuck again, waiting for fret dots. But when my fret dots get here, I'm all ready for them. And it's a cool piece of wood. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, a cool piece of flaming maple. It's like a full inch, and it's probably a 6/4. Maybe not quite. It's about 1.125 inches. It's probably 5.25. Yeah, that's 5.25 after surfacing. This cool piece of flamey maple with the grain. The grain is going this way and the flame is going this way. So this is begging. Some of you are thinking, oh, that's a nice guitar top. That's not a guitar top. This is begging to be a book matched set of frame and panel doors for a cabinet. This is going to be a book match set of panels to go in frame and panels on a cabinet. That's what this is. Every time I see that headstock, I think it's larger than typical. Maybe everything about me is larger than typical. Oh, yeah, if you know what I mean. No. Resaw making a guitar top. See, I knew that was going to be everybody's first thought. No. It's cabinet doors. Pretty sure. Do you have easy access to maple? Well, yeah, I mean, maple is one of the common, and relatively inexpensive woods that, in terms of hardwood. Before I eat the rest of this sandwich, I want to show you the other one. The other one is way more impressive. I got to do like this. This guy. This guy. This is my new piece of Santos rosewood. Yeah. Because everybody needs a 6 foot long, 7-ish inch wide piece of 4/4 Santos rosewood. That's pretty. Yeah, right? Yeah. That is a lovely piece of wood. That is going, I think there's a saw happening. I think that's going to be a bunch of fret boards, and probably some pen blanks, and possibly some box tops. But it needed to come home with me. It looked lonely. And what lathe gouge do you recommend to start with to turn pens if you didn't have much money? I think your first gouge, like traditional turning gouge, would be a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. You can do a lot of work. You can absolutely turn pens. Just because it's not a spindle gouge doesn't mean you can't turn spindles. I would say if I could only if you had to if you told me you can only keep one gouge, it would be my 1/2 inch bowl gouge. But the reason that I hesitated is that I probably wouldn't start with gouges. I would probably start with carbide. Wonder what saw that is. It's a jigsaw. I would get this set. The Rockler set that Paul got me is pretty good. I like the very, very slightly radiused square guy that I have on my other set. But the little the three set, this guy, if you're in the States at a place near a Rockler, this is a pretty good set. My buddy Paul Waldrop sent me this for my birthday a couple years ago. I would replace the square with the slightly radiused square. But these guys will do you a lot of work as well. And you get like 3 for, I don't know, 150 Canadian dollars. Maybe, give or take. I don't know anymore. Sorby 1/2 inch spindle gouge. That's a good one. Except, see, the thing is, you can turn spindles with bowl gouges. You can't turn bowls with spindle gouges. So, that's why I said bowl gouge, because you can do both. Buy this slightly radius one for $50. Okay, that's where I would start then. I would just get that one. Get the just barely radiused carbide tip mini guy. You can get it for $50. You can do pens all day, all night. For a long time. Just replace the tip when it gets dull. Don't listen to Paul and sharpen it, okay? Just turn it, dull, turn it, dull, turn it, dull, turn it, dull, flip it, throw it out and get a new one. Oh, Gretchen's leaving. Boo! I moved past it already, but 2 to 3 years of turning rarely. I still love the Sorby 7-piece set. Okay, there's a recommendation for the Sorby 7-piece. Benjamin's Best 3/4 inch high-speed steel rough and gouge available at Penn State Industry. Good, inexpensive gouge. It's a little big. And it's a rough and gouge, so you're back into just spindles again. Just get a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, and then you can do spindles and you can do bowls. And like I said, if I could only have one 1/2 inch bowl gouge, could get almost everything I do done with that if I needed to. Sandwich number 2. It's starting to congeal a little bit. It's a little bit less messy now. It's still pretty messy. a good sandwich. I'm going to start with pens and may turn some rings on the same mender. Yep. Just play. You don't know what you're going to want to get into. Start with pens. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you don't like making pens. Maybe you like making something else. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. That's why I'm thinking, if you get like a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, turns out you don't really like spindle work, you go to bowls. You don't have to buy a new tool. Same with the little set of carbide dealies. If somebody said like you can't use any of your tools except for that 3-piece set of carbide dealies, I'd be fine. I don't wanna. I ended up with 3 badans. Cannot imagine turning without. I've never used one. I go to my radius on marks. Go to my radius on my marks with badan and go with roughing. Helps me imagine shapes and not mess around worrying. Well, that sounds like an attitude problem. If you're messing around worrying, you're not in the right headspace. You're not playing. You're too worried about the final result and not about the journey. Everybody's got a different approach, and they're all fine. I used to use pre-bought tools, but got tired of having to adapt to them. So just started making my own turning tools. Nothing wrong with that either. I got one of his. I made it out of a like Zeus's Allen key. It's literally the Allen key that Zeus made, like giant godly wagons with on Mount Olympus. What's the size of that Allen key? Like, if you'd like to send Mike your favorite recipes, yeah, there you go. I'll take recipes. Woodenthingsandstuff@gmail.com. That's me. Sent you a few of my homemade tools. It's true. That guy. A little shoulder plane. Like white oak shoulder plane guy. These little black brass little finger planes. And a marking gauge. Also somewhere. It's around. Did I tell you I found the pen? The pen that I thought that I lost? That had my old logo in it that you sent? And I was like, oh, sorry, Paul, I lost it. I found it. It's in my, it was in my Christmas market stuff box. You know, like all my accoutrement from Christmas market, like my business cards and my extra price tags and my extra little like ornament danglies and my like notepad, the box that holds all my like ancillary bits for markets. It was in that box. In the vacuum bag. No, there are 2 Sharpies in there now from when I was cleaning up the other day. There's a bullnose router bit. There's 2 Sharpies and probably at least 1 pencil. In that vacuum bag. All right. Half a sandwich left. Don't really want it. I'm going to eat it. Maybe I'll take a smoke break. Mid sandwich smoke break. Put the rest of this chicken back in the fridge too. Whew. See, I should have just put together a shopping list and a recipe card. I don't get it. You send me the recipe for the pumpkin loaf. Leave it for Ron. Who the shit is Ron? If you can just find your marbles. Oh, they're long gone. They fell out and went down a fucking sewer drain or something. Like decades ago. If you could just find your marbles. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. Get 10 carpenter pencils. I got 10 carpenter pencils gave to me. Given. By a contractor this week. Pretty cool. It has his logo on them. I have some of those from Windsor. These guys. Hashtag not sponsored. I should cover that. See, do I have any left? I got a bag of them somewhere. Somewhere in the shop, I got like a whole bag of those. Because my buddy Mikey B works there. And he steals them. It's easier than sending cooked food from Gulf Shores, Alabama. The penis of Alabama. What's the balls of Alabama? Like what is that? Mobile? Tuscaloosa? Dangly bits are caused by Mobile Bay. All right. I got an Australian friend who works in IT networking. He comes from a land down under. Ah, hey-oh. I don't think you do. I think you made up that person just for the joke. That's what I think. And I think you probably read it on the internet and didn't even make up that joke. Not only do I not think that person is real, but I don't think you wrote that joke. They don't have any in Alabama. The roll tied them away. Oh, that's okay. That was all right. He's a harsh critic, Paul. I know. Well, like, let's be honest. First of all, Paul's not that funny. So, when he comes up with something that's funny, you gotta assume that he got it from somewhere. He's gonna be even less funny when he becomes more fully robot. He's getting less and less humanity every time he gets a new titanium part put in. But he's a friend, so I put up with him. Yeah, that's right. Recognize. We don't even have internet in Australia. You used to, but then because you're all descended from British criminals, somebody stole it. Hey, Sean McGill showed up. Hey, good. Thanks for coming. An hour and a half in. Speaking of good friends, I mean, even Michelle was here, like, right at the start, even. Wifey and I went to look at the possible new dwelling in the country on a lake. It was cool as hell. Backyard is big enough to do a 400 by 400 shop. There's so much room for activities. Yeah, you won't even know what to do with yourself in a shop like that. Be like, but when you get all your replacement bits and then you've got wheels and stuff, you'd be like, you're your own little golf cart to get around. Also, I thought the possible new dwelling was supposed to be in Washington. Is it the Grinch that stole the internets? It was one of your many criminals. Send you a pic of the listing. Oh yeah, I'm interested to have a look. 400 by 400. You're in like a 6x6 shed or something right now, man. That's, how do you spell Canada? CAINIDI. CANADA. Oh, A. I see. We spell it EH with a question mark. If you're making the Canadianism joke, it's EH question mark. Just for future. Just try to be helpful with your joke. $10 by 16. Oh, okay. That's not that small. I thought you were always talking about how you're in like a little shed. 10 by 16 isn't that small. Hell, I'm only 12 by 20. Ish. Yeah, you hoser. I spell Canada. CANA. Yes, that's the joke. Now you got it. He's talking 10 by 16 feet. I know. I'm talking feet too. I'm in like 12 by 20. If I don't even know if I'm 20 long. I might be, but it's an estimate. I'm not good at dad jokes, but I am being persistent per Mike's advice from earlier. That's right. You're supposed to suck at stuff before you get good. Like Paul. I don't even know what I was like. I just wanted to, like, how Paul still isn't good at, I don't know. Paul's pretty good at like quite a few things. I'm leaving this Canadian joke. Where's my toque, eh? Trying to think what the joke is. Like, where's my toque, eh? Is like, that's just a statement. It's not a joke. That's like, you're just asking where your fucking toque is. How's that funny? You're gonna be cold. That's not funny. You can't just go walking around without your toque on. Oh. So Sean, what were you too busy doing to show up with your friends? What's your excuse this week? Been dumping all my 40 years of songs on the web so wifey can listen to them on her phone, computer, etc. Yeah, you do. Family time. Come on. You got like 6 days and 22 other hours of the week that they get. Sean. They're just being greedy now. You tell them, look, family, you get 6 days and 22 other hours. Is it true that there are no mean Canadians? No, that's not true at all. There's lots of mean Canadians. There are dicks everywhere. Like there are terrible people everywhere. I will say, our shitty people are probably nicer than some places' shitty people. Probably. I don't even know what a toque is. You probably don't have to, depending on where you live. We are mean in ways that might not appear to be mean right away. We are generally speaking, we are not mean for the sake of being mean. When a Canadian in general, when a Canadian is mean, like, you earned it. But there are shitty people everywhere. So there are some of us that are shitty and don't really fit into, like, but yeah. A knit hat. Well, I mean, sure. We'll go with that. Are you bless your heart mean? We're mean if a Canadian, if a typical Canadian, like if a not asshole Canadian is being mean to you, it's your fault. And we're probably being mean to you, like, it's probable that we're being mean to you in a way that you don't even understand, because we're also smarter than you, probably. If that sounded mean. It's like, we can be mean, like subtle mean. Like, we might be the only ones who recognize that we're being mean, because like our education system is way better than yours. Not, I mean, just speaking in general, our education isn't better than everybody's. I don't know about the Australian education system. There are some European countries that have very good education systems. But you guys, you know who I'm talking about, right? Like, and I don't mean to offend you as individuals. Describing Minnesotans. Minnesotans are probably the closest you can get to Canadians while still being in the States. By my understanding. Our government is too involved in our education systems. See, it's funny you say that. Because our government, well, our various levels of government are in extremely good like they overly you would say that they overly control our education system, but it's still really good. So maybe that speaks more to the fact that your government can't do things than, but I mean, it doesn't matter who's in charge of the education system if they are shitty at it, right? Like if whoever is in charge of the education system is shitty at being in charge of the education system, you're going to end up with a shitty education system, whether it's private or public or whatever. Our schools don't really teach kids to write anymore. That's, see? Vermont isn't far off either. I don't know that I've ever met any Vermontians. Vermontigos. Vermontons. I don't think we've ever done this with Vermont. Vermont's not a good one to do that with. Vermontian. Vermonter? It's probably something stupid like what the Michiganders do, the Michiganders or the Haligonians. Like they probably do something stupid too. It's like it's vermiculites. They're vermiculites. Vermont is the other major maple syrup manufacturer. It's true. I don't know if Vermont is. That implies that the state government does the manufacturing of but they make a lot of maple syrup in Vermont. I'm not going any further about the government and education systems. It's probably a good idea. Yeah, we don't generally. Let's just Vermontiganders. Sure, Vermont. I'm going to go with vermiculites. Google says Vermonters. Well, Google could suck it. I've decided that they're vermiculites. And therefore it has been decreed. Vermontooners. That I don't hate. I still think vermiculite is winning. Even though vermiculite is already a thing. But sure, why not? Vermicelli. They're vermicellians. Vermicellians is pretty good. Also, like, it doesn't matter because nobody gives a shit about Vermont. So what does it matter? Like, as soon as somebody says they're from Vermont, that like nobody takes them seriously, right? Like, isn't that? I don't know why I'm ripping on Vermont all of a sudden. I don't have anything against Vermont. like Vermont's so unimportant that I don't even have any feeling one way or the other about it. It's like Vermont is like the 2% milk of the world. It's just it's there. Vermont is like beige. You know? It's like, yep, that's a color. I'm sure they say it weird. Vermonters. All in favor of vermiculates. Yeah, I think vermiculates is probably the winner. I do like vermicellians. Maine is my favorite northeastern state because woods are better than people. It's true. Woods are better than people. Trees are absolutely better than people. Trees are better at being people than people are. I moderated a panel. I've done some shit in my life, man. So I moderated this panel discussion at a theater one time amongst a bunch of scientists and environmentalists and things. And I wish I remembered her name off the top of my head. She's like one of the foremost, like, at least Canadian forestry scientists that had a book about how like forests work and how like they support the tree. Let's just say like at one point during the discussion, I said out loud in the microphone. So like it seems to me that trees are better at being people than we are. And she agreed with that sentiment. What is her name? Doctor something. It's going to bother me. I have her book. I could go get her book. Find out her name. Doesn't it? Anyway. Still got half of this sandwich just staring at me over here. She's got it bad for wood. Hey-oh. Ah. It wasn't Jane Goodall, no. Jane Goodall, I wouldn't call a tree scientist. Trees are better at being people than people are at being trees. Sure, yeah, I agree with that statement. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can disagree with about that. But what we were getting at was like the social atmosphere of trees like supporting and protecting each other in a proper ecosystem environment made them better at being what people should be in terms of their way of supporting each other. I fell pretty well the other week. See? Peckerwood is pretty good at being a tree. But how are you at catching on fire? Like, are you pretty good at catching on fire? If if you get hit in one direction, are you good at like splitting? But you're very strong in the other direction? These are all important questions. Oh, I've been on fire. But have you been split? Can we decorate you like a Christmas tree? I feel like we can. I feel like we can decorate him like a Christmas tree. I arbitrarily post tree puns. Yep. Yep. Pretty sure you didn't make that one up either. Makes me think of the World Rally Championship commentator explaining that the trees there going by at 120 miles an hour. Not been there for a long time and will not move. Do not hit a tree, or have been there for a long time. Oh yeah. Yeah, that tree will take a car. Yeah. Because it's very strong in this direction. I wouldn't have guessed Paul was so funny. Oh, hey, see? He should leave comedy to the professionals. See both of those I think he probably made up. Then again, I mean, Tim's had like 1,000 years to get funny. So you would hope that by now. What's it called when a tree has spine problems? Scoliosis. That one you may have. That one might be yours. That one might be yours. Peckerwood, you shouldn't go against the grain. Oh, yeah, Michelle. See? Michelle's coming in. Coming in hot. Like the redwoods. What? Old like the redwoods. Oh, okay. I didn't miss the word old was covered by the top fans button, which, by the way, Paul Waldrop, congratulations on your crown so far tonight. Oh, what did I do? Get out of it. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I do not fully understand puns. Why do Lincoln Street woodwork stickers on tools make any sense as puns? I don't know him. I mean, I have seen his channel go by my feed. Darth Blader. That's an okay. I mean, I don't know if I would call that a pun. That's just he's naming his tool something that is referencing a thing. I don't know if that's really a pun. You all have a good night and great week ahead. Yeah, you too, man. I'm taking some pain meds for the back and going to bed. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good night. I might do that actually after the show. I might, maybe not pain med. I might take like a couple of Advil PMs or something just to like make sure that tonight I'm like full out. I may add a sleep aid and a bit of acetaminophen or something to my sleep tonight. I have the crown tonight. I'm totally stumped by why. We don't know the system. We didn't know. We have not yet determined how you get points. I know that you have. Oh, Michelle jumped up somehow since the last time I checked. Michelle has taken over the number one. Oh, look at that. See? Again, we have no idea. Clearly. We don't know. Sleep like a log. Heyo. See? Yeah. Being active in chat or being really punny. But like lots of times people are super active in the chat and they're not in the top. There's no way to know. The only thing I know for sure is that you get way more points for giving me money. That's the only thing I've figured out in terms of like, if you want to guarantee that you get points, super chat. Now, I'm not encouraging people to do that. But it's the only surefire way that I have figured out to get points. Because the first time McGill did it, he gave me like $2.99 or something, and all of a sudden he had like 700 points or some shit. It was. It says I have 225 points. That's right. Yeah, look at you and all your points. 225 points. Paul's lagging behind with only 200 points. Was slacker. I also try to keep busy during streams, wash dishes, and tug rope with dog tonight. That's why you're not getting points. What, don't you want all the points? Tree humor, it grows on you. Yeah. Like all the way to the bank. Nope. Turning over a new leaf. Sure. That's okay. It was all right. Would have been better if it was in reference to, like, if you would have held on to that one until somebody had said something like, I'm trying to make a change in my life, blah, 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 blah. And then you pull that one out, then it's good. Right? If you're just throwing them out because they're tree words, they don't land quite the same, right? You gotta like think of them, then hold on to them until the right time, right? Tug rope. Is that like a solo Rick Jim? I think so. I believe that's actually a Rick Jim with his dog. Yeah. Pine trees love philosophy, always asking, what's the meaning of leaf? Yeah, that's all right. It's okay. You said that earlier in the live stream, people need to change how they give up too easily. Just delayed an hour. Well, that's what. Yeah, it's about timing more than it is about what you say. It's about when you say it, right? So cabinet project with that maple panel book match. Yeah, a few things with the walnut. That's not walnut. First of all, put some respect on its name. Okay, that's Santos rosewood. What else you got that's going to be fun? Well, neither of those things actually are in the upcoming list of things. The upcoming list of things has the purple guitar getting finished, Sean's bass getting finished, the live show guitar getting finished. I gotta make a box for my golf stuff. Like my golf shoes, my tees and golf balls and gloves and spike mark fixers and divot repair tools and just like all my golf stuff need like a chest. So I'm thinking kind of like a blanket chest style, like the end of the bed, at the foot of the bed chest kind of situation, but for golf stuff. Um, and I am starting to acquire too many luthier specialty tools, like my fret press and all the guitar specific stuff that doesn't really need to live in the shop if I'm not going to be a guitar building shop. Like it could live in a nice box in the house that I pull out when I'm working on guitars. So a luthiery tools box of some kind has to come at some point, like so that everything can live together. For it's like, oh, I'm gonna go work on guitars today. Let's bring the box of luthiery stuff. The Hylian cabinet is on the list, which is a thing. That's an ordeal. Um, it's not that complicated, but it has some complex aspects that I have never done. It's going to have a coopered front, a pair of coopered doors on the front. I've never done curved front cabinet. And so this is a curved front cabinet in the shape of the Hylian shield. So picture this as the front of the cabinet, but it opens in the middle. So curved front shield that opens like that on the front of a cabinet. It may be for Sven. It's not for Sven. Yeah, it's for me. I might make Sven. Sven's really into Assassin's Creed right now. So I may add, depending on how that one goes, I may make an Assassin's Creed front cabinet for him. it'll probably be fairly simple, and I don't know what it'll be for. I don't know what that one's for either. Like, I don't know what it's going to hold, but it's an idea that needs to get from here into the real world. And it's got a bunch of symbolism and stuff in it. I'm going to use a ton of different species of woods for the Hylian cabinet to represent all of the different peoples of Hylia that come together and make a place that is wonderful. So there's like some symbolism and stuff involved. There'll probably be some wood burning involved. There'll be some decorative elements involved. Probably some brass. What else is on there? And then some turning projects, some turning kits that I need to get to that I've had for a while. I have a Luthiery tools box in my backyard. It's 10 by 16. Yeah, you do. My Luthiery toolbox is a nice Kennedy chest I restored a few years ago. It's never closed these days. See, that's the thing, is like, I need a place to put all of my Luthiery specific tools that don't live out here because I don't use them for anything but guitars. So, nice place inside. Nice. I don't need a big chest. But like, my fret press can't just like live out here. There's no point in a fret press living out here. Unless I'm pressing in frets. That kind of thing. And like radius gauges and stuff. Like, I don't need that just out here. Triforce and rupees, obviously. There'll be a Triforce involved. I mean, obviously, at least one. Right? There's some ideas. I want more drawers, shallow ones and down to large. What? In the Hylian, it's the inside is going to be partitioned in. Just stay tuned. There are at least 9 species of wood going to be involved, and some brass. Shop storage. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. More drawers. Sure. Yeah. But you're right about them wanting shallow ones, because as soon as drawers get too deep, stuff gets down to the bottom and you forget you have it. It's a thing. I don't know what's in some of those anymore. I should look around in those one of these days and remember what I have. Maybe we're getting close to wrapping it up. I really wanted to fret this yesterday. I have my fret press out. I literally have my frets ready to go in, and I was doing my final radius sanding, and I recut everything to proper depth, and I was about to start pressing frets in, and I looked at it and I went, dude, you haven't put dots in that yet. And I went inside to go find my bag of fret dots, and there was a bag and it had like 2. So I've got like 60 fret dots coming. and the little side ones, the little 2 millimeter side dots. I enjoyed the video of you digging out the dusty drawers under your benches. I'm trying to remember what that was for. What was I doing? Was it just like, let's see what's under here? Or was I doing something and then found things that I'd forgotten about? What video are you talking about? I mean, it sounds like me. You'll get your fret dots soon. I know, but I was all like ready. I was in the right headspace. I was set up. I was like literally, I got the bag. I ripped the bag of frets open. I had them ready to go, and I was about to start putting them in. For a second, I stupidly thought for a second, like you could put fret dots in after. Which, yeah, you could. Don't do that. You were cleaning shop drawers. Oh, I think we did that on a live show once, didn't we? Maybe. Or the one where I made my lathe station. The making of the lathe station, I definitely had to take all of the drawers out and empty them to make the lathe station out of what used to be my old workbench. But I think that was just like a time lapse kind of a thing. It might be this video. Tim's got an idea. Oh, is he pulling a Pinnell though? Is he? It was maybe at most a year ago. It might have been a live show. I don't know. I've done a lot of things. Tim found it? What was it? Was it a live show? After that video, you had to remake the organizer for the tools behind you now. Doesn't matter. I believe all of you. None of you seem like you're lying to me. I think that we'll get this show wrapped up, though. Coming up on 2.5 hours. That's probably lots for tonight. I do teach tomorrow. I got a list of things to get to. I got to put these fucking guitars away again while I wait for dots. I can get back to Sean's bass while I'm waiting for dots. That's what I can do. Yep. I still got to make my website is live announcement video that was supposed to happen this week with everything else that was supposed to happen this week. Website is live video. Pump out a couple of turning videos just to have sitting there waiting for whenever I feel like putting them up. Sean's bass, I can get back to while I wait for the fret dots to come for these. And then I've got a couple of boxes for organizational purposes And then the Hylian cabinet, probably in May. May sounds like a good time to start like a pretty major thing. At least you're getting to your list. I've got bull rings on the table saw sitting there. Yeah, because you keep needing to spend time with your family. Like, like I hope they appreciate it. Because I don't. You tell them. You'd be like, Mike's getting a little pissed. No, I actually quite like your family. Your family is very nice. Wife still liking the job? Anyway, it is what it is. We're just going to keep on keeping on, making our way through the world. I think the points we earn is about how long we were watching the live stream. Maybe. Who's... Oh. Let's see. Oh, Michelle's still winning. Paul. Then Tim. Then Matt. Good night, all ya. I gotta play with the dog before she goes to bed. Tom Bang Brand Doug Rope. Yeah, it said you gotta go Rick Jim Tug with the dog a little bit. Nope. I think it's based on interaction, how chatty you are. I think that's part of it, but I think for some reason I feel like it also is about like the value that you're adding to the conversation. So like if you're just saying like, hey, or whatever over and over again, I don't think that's worth as much as like actually like furthering the conversation. I'm not sure. She growls aggressively. Well, yeah, she'll do that when you're Rick Jimin. I don't know. I don't even know. Like Gretchen left like an hour ago. So we have no way of knowing. She still refuses to tell us. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. We will see you next week. Oh, I add value. Can someone tell my ungrateful child? Well, I don't know if you're adding any value to their lives. Like, how am I supposed to know that? You're adding value here. But, I mean, anyway. Okay, let's wrap it up. Make sure if you haven't hit the thumb button that you hit the thumb button. Patreon.com/woodenthings&stuff for financial support and or channel membership or whatever. All the things that I have to say. And until next time, bye for now. Thanks for coming. I'm going to finish this sandwich. I'm going to go take a couple of Tylenol PMs. I'm going to hit the sack. All right. Thanks, everybody.